Right, YouTube and Fallout community. So not too long ago I did a kind of a review of the game, more or less what my thoughts were. So I thought I'd come with another video and kind of talk about things that I think could be fixed in the game. And of course, these are not necessary. Like, this is still one of my favorite games ever made. These are just some things that I think weren't the best ideas, and they could have been better. So let's get right into it. First up, the waiting system. I'm just not a fan of it. Skyrim, I don't know, I haven't really played Oblivion. Skyrim and the two Fallout games before this, you could wait anywhere, and it took me forever. Like, I literally had to look it up on how to wait in the game, because it was pissing me off. It's like, because the guy was like, come back at this time, tomorrow, or whatever, and then for me to do this quest, and I did not know how the fuck to wait. I was like, well, I'm sitting there hitting all the face buttons and nothing's happening. So when I learned that you had to sit down or sleep in a bed to wait, it just wasn't the best thing for me. Next up, the one that's like, it's a weird one maybe, but it just bothers me, is when you holster your weapon, it disappears. And this isn't, like, this is nothing, like, new. This is something that, like Grand Theft Auto is a game where this happens. So it's nothing that hasn't been done before, but it's weird for Fallout, because in Fallout 3 New Vegas and in Skyrim, I'm going to always reference Skyrim because it's another big game of theirs, you want to show off your armor and your weapons. Especially, and what's weird to me is this game, they're really, pushing the weapon modding and the way, cosmetically changes your weapon and how different everyone's weapons can be. And I just thought it was weird that you wouldn't be able to show it off, like walk around with your character having the weapon holstered and like on their back or something. Weapon mod options, for me, this one is pretty major. It seems to me, and this may be the same for some of you guys, that I'm putting the exact same mods on every single weapon. Because, okay, when it comes to the receiver, I'm going to do the highest damage receiver. I see no need on any weapon to put an automatic, because when you put an automatic receiver on any weapon, you damn near cut the damage in half, and it's just like, why would you sacrifice that much damage just for the weapon to be automatic? You're more or less wasting ammo at that point. When it comes to long barrels, or the barrels, I'm putting the longest barrel possible. I want the best range, obviously. When it comes to scopes, depending on the weapon, I'm doing either reflex sight, or I'm doing the longest range scope. That's just how it is. When it comes to the magazine, you're doing the biggest magazine. I just think that there's not enough options. Loading screens are a bit of a problem sometimes. This could maybe be something they could patch. I don't know. Maybe the game's too big. This has been a problem since release. Like, sometimes I'm sitting in the loading screens for 30 seconds plus. No karma is... That one is the weirdest one to me. There's been karma in, like, all the games I played. Ever. And, it's just so weird that they took that out. It's like, okay, now there's no reason for me not to steal every single thing that I see because there's no karma. It just didn't make any sense. Non-enemy ticks on the radar. I don't understand that either. I go into the towns are so much bigger now, and I don't know if there's any NPCs I can talk to get quests from, And I didn't quite understand that one. Persuasion challenges, they seem to be difficult to me. I know I've talked to people on like Instagram and Twitter, and they have like persuasion at not persuasion, charisma at 9 or higher, maybe a little less than that. Mine's personally at 6, and I fail like every persuasion challenge, and I just think that's ridiculous. The conversations, as alluding from the persuasion thing, the conversations seem too easy. Okay, every time you get in a conversation, for the most part, your top option on the face buttons, whether it be Y or triangle, will almost always further the dialogue a little bit. Like, you get a little more information. Your bottom button's always like the good choice. Your left button, which would be square or X on Xbox, is like kind of the middle neutral, and then your right button, be it B or circle, respectively on the consoles, is like kind of your bad guy negative one. And it just seems like you're hitting the exact same things. I'm almost always going to do the good guy options. And last up for me personally, I think the companions aren't that good. While it is nice to have companions to walk around and fight with you, the romancing is kind of cool, furthering their character, make their character more deep is cool. They're just kind of stupid. They just kind of stand there. I know so many times they walk off, and a lot of times they block me. Like, they walk ahead of you, which is kind of weird. And they'll block, and they'll stand like in doorways and things like that. This, you don't have to play the companion, which is fine. I like to, and it just kind of sucks when they're kind of always in the way. But that's just, for me, those are just a list of the things that I think could be changed in the game. Again, I don't need these. If they didn't fix any of these, I would still continue playing the game, still making videos. It's not going to change, how much I like the game. These are just some things I think that could be fixed. Let me know if you guys agree with any of these. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of things that could be fixed, that you think isn't the best options for this game. Later, guys.